You are listening to the O'Brien and Bolt podcast. It's award season, and in the studio today we have Danny
Dash,
an author who's written
I have written a book.
New book. It's called Fake It Till You Make It.
Okay, now it's called Make It or Fake It.
Oh.
Okay, so it's if you don't make it, then just fake it and be an actor anyway.
Right, all about
who cares?
Living the actor's life.
Exactly.
So tell me about it.
Look, you love watching the Oscars.
I love it.
You love
One of
the
my
award.
favorite
You love
things.
Golden Globes, People's Choice, the
Sure.
Screen Actors Guild Awards.
It looks like such an exciting life.
You know, walking down that red carpet, thousands of screaming fans shouting your name, and
Right.
you've got your arm around a beautiful man or woman, and you're proud of you, and you've got you know, you're a movie star. People want to know how do I get there? How do I make that?
How do you become a movie star?
Well, I'm not. Let me tell you, first of all.
But you did do some acting.
I'm not a good actor. I'm not. I got one call back once for a regional info in-house kind of a thing where a training film is what it was.
What part were you playing?
I was a Bleach. I was a model.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that could have
I was
been a
on
career changer.
on the countertop. It was an animatic, they call them in the biz. That's a technical term. And
So you came close.
but everything
close to that brass ring.
real close, and the taste of it was stuck in my mouth for a long, long time. Let me tell you. And now I live the life of a movie star, and without having to be a movie star.
Wow. Now, how do you do that? What's the most important thing? How do you go about
You know,
living the life?
half of it is it's in your own mind. The other half is the very subtleties that I do that make people think I'm a movie star.
Oh, wait, give me an example. What do you do?
I wink a lot. Kind of go do a little click and a wink, and when I point at people.
I saw you winking earlier. I thought that was just a tick.
Yeah, and then I'll just say
something.
something. Good to see you. Something like that. You just take charge, and I swagger. I have a swagger. I move my hips.
Oh, yeah.
I walk from the waist, from the hips up.
Kind of like John Wayne.
John Wayne, a little bit like John Wayne. Although John Wayne, I think, was a toe walker a little bit,
Okay.
and I try to avoid that.
You know this stuff.
And you don't
better
want to mimic somebody that you like.
You want to be an original.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a better actor, I don't. Clearly, it doesn't make any difference. But you know what's fun about it is the attention you get from the opposite sex or the same sex. It doesn't even matter these days.
Well, I imagine you get recognized. People think that you
Danny
are.
Dash, isn't that Danny Dash? Have you? What have you seen him in? Nothing. Nothing. He's not on nothing. But who cares? I said, folks, I'm just trying to have a meal here. You know, I'm just trying to enjoy this beer, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Now, do you have an agent or a manager, or do you even
No need to.
No. Yeah.
That saves me 10%
Okay.
of my income,
All right.
which is not a lot. It's not a great income.
What about headshots? Do you have 8x10?
I've got
glossies?
a trunk full of headshots.
Okay. Recent ones?
No. I still use the one that I like. I use the one I like. In 1984, I think it was taken. So
A young
what
Danny
is that?
Dash.
What?
A young Danny Dash.
Yeah, I don't feel any different though. That's the thing.
Sure.
And
Not that you're not young now.
who is he? Who is he? You can hear him murmuring and whispering, and finally people will come up and go, "Hey, aren't you that?" I stop them right there, and I say, "I'm just trying to enjoy a nice night out here with my family. Even if I'm alone, I say that."
Sure. Now, even
Go, where's his family?
though you don't really act, do you ever feel like you're getting typecast?
I get the things I get called out on or want to get called out on are mostly leading men. I like a lot of back in the day, we had a lot of jungle movies. Those were always a favorite.
Johnny Weissmuller?
That type of thing.
A lot of swimming.
A lot of swimming. I like wearing tights.
Okay. Now, we have listeners to the podcast in
That's a little hard to
Belgium
believe.
and France. And so do you...
You're living in the same kind of mental state that I am then.
Delusional?
Well, yeah. You think you have people listening to you in France.
I'm just wondering
Portugal.
have you been out of the country?
I do not have a valid passport.
Okay.
What was your question?
I just wondered if when you do
No.
travel, are you
No.
mistaken in other countries
Internationally,
as well?
as an international
Right.
star?
Yeah.
Well, I certainly would be. You will never find me in Cannes.
No.
Never. Not during the award thing.
Too risky. Yeah. What about your autograph? Do you practice it?
I have a stamp. I carry a little ink pad.
What about fan mail?
Oh, I write a lot of fan mail.
Before we let you go, what's next for Danny Dash?
My hands are full, that's for sure.
Okay. Well,
If you can dream it, you can do it. Don't ever get discouraged because you can live the life that I'm living.
now if you ever do get cast in a part, please come back and promote it.
I'll be too busy, I'm sure.
Okay. Danny Dash, thank you. You've been listening to O'Brien and Bolt, the podcast. I'm Michael O'Brien,
And I'm Geoff Bolt,
and our job is to entertain.
as well as inform
You know, if you like what you heard today, please give us a big thumbs up on your source for,
all your podcasts.
and you can find us on Facebook at O'Brien and Bolt. Thanks.